Hello, everybody. Welcome to Frontline and Chai. Cheers, and thank you for tuning into my channel. So, today's topic is very simple. I've been watching this for a very long time with different young people's group, young people's videos and podcasts uh, that you want to retire early. You want to retire by 50 and spend the rest of your days enjoying. No, don't do that. Don't even plan for that. There's, there's a reason behind it. Let's cite 5 reasons and we'll explain as we go along. So, number one, first of all, your money finishes. As you retire, your money finishes, your work diminishes, your need for the society diminishes, your mental health diminishes, and your health diminishes. So, these are 5 things, and now I'll explain each of them. First of all, when you retire at 50, you might accumulate a lot of wealth, okay, in the form of cash in your bank, and you might be, living off the interest, so it doesn't affect you. The entire money is there in your bank, but there are expenses which comes up, certain expenses which are unforeseen, and you do not have anything to replete that expenses in your bank, right? So your money is constantly ebbing, and if you're in touch with your job and if you're in touch with work, you can never go back to it and earn money. So that's a bad idea. I am over 50 and I know what it is. Number two, your worth diminishes in the world. That's a very interesting thing, because you live not for money, not for wealth, not for your work, but for your worth. Your worth in the planet, that you exist, matters to other people. If that diminishes, if you are not of use to anybody, if you are not, eventually you will lose out friends, because friends will move on. Ultimately, this is a relationship. It's a give and take relationship in every friendship, in every relationship. So if you do not work, and if you are just spending your money and enjoying it yourself with probably your partner or your family, your worth remains within your family. Your worth, societal worth, diminishes completely. You don't have anything to give to the society. Slowly, your worth ebbs, and you start to feel the fact that you do not exist. You start to feel invisible. That's a terrible feeling, I can tell you from my own experience. I've been a journalist. I started from print media. Like, not only print media, we didn't have computers in our times. Okay, so it was this hard press media where block print, that kind of prints, which I forgot the name. So I'm glad I forgot the name because it's obsolete now. So that kind of print media I started my work with. Okay, so we had to take a. I started with computers. I think, yeah, that was just a DOS computer, the black screen computer, and we would put in commands, and then we would insert a floppy and copy the file into the floppy disk, and then would take that floppy disk physically. Like, I was a telegraph at that time. We would take that floppy disk physically to the PT's department, and people like Johodda, if you are watching this, so he will be in the PT's department, and they're going to give us a printout of the newspaper. In the headlines were different, the body of the copy was different, so we had to cut and paste them on a broader sheet, which measures one single sheet of a newspaper. So I've come from that era, right? And then what happened? Technology tsunami happened, and I had to fast change my approach to the world. I had to shed those things which were getting shed already. I had to immediately, upgrade myself to what I am today. So today I am doing video editing, right? And I was into page editing and copy editing. From there, I moved to video editing. That's a journey. It's a journey. You have to upgrade yourself, have to move on with the times. I could not hold on to this fact that, okay, I'm fine at the age of 50 and I'm going to retire. I'm not going to accommodate myself with the technological world today. No, that is how you upgrade and you keep up with the world, changing world, and that is how you remain worthy to the world. You remain. People who are tuning into my channel, they have come in to listen to some kind of something new, something different, right? You've come in, and people have told me in my comments that I talk to them like, and they feel there is some aunties talking to them like somebody. I do unscripted talks, obviously they're not scripted. I've just written down some points in the book. I don't even have a script, so this is my copy where I write down some points at night when I'm going to sleep. That's the time when creative ideas come into my head. So I write down some points, and I just blabber as I'm talking to them. This is like going to go almost very lightly edited, right? So I don't edit much of it also. So I think you people like watching such podcasts where it's like coming from the heart. So I'm talking from the heart. Basically, I always talk from the heart. So whenever I do something scripted, I know I don't feel from inside, that I'm doing something, I'm saying something which is right. So it's always, I always feel artificial in those cases. So in any case, so we were talking about your worth. So your worth in the world, in the society, in the ambience diminishes. Like all these actors and actresses who have retired. Okay, let's take their example. Who've retired. They have, unless and until they come and they become friendly with the social media, they are using the Twitter to like to talk about their lives, and they talk about put photographs across of their lives. They are from that era when they were considered demigods. They were considered the big silver screen heroes, and they could not be accessed. Okay, media had to literally queue up in front of their house to be able to get one bite. Now they have to get themselves access to the world, because in this world everyone is a celebrity. Everyone who has like some Twitter or some Instagram handlers may be having much higher followers than even Amitabh Bachchan or Shah Rukh Khan has. So you have to keep up to the world, otherwise your worth diminishes and people forget you. People have very short memory, so they forget you. So never think of retiring till the last day of your life. Never think of retiring. Number 2, your need diminishes. Same way, as you are retiring and you're not working anymore, your worth and need, they come together. They're the two sides of the same coin. So the need diminishes greatly. This is a very nice coffee. Anyway, so your need just goes away. Like you don't feel, people don't need you anymore for anything they do. So you are enjoying yourself, you're just doing stuff yourself. But at the end of the day, you know that nobody needs you. Nobody really cares, because nobody wants to know whether you are going on a cruise or you're going on a business class and you're flying around the world. Unless you decide to share your adventure with people and do something for the people, nobody cares. Nobody cares whether you are a multimillionaire, you have a yacht of your own, and you are you are a successful person. Unless you mean something to them, people will say, oh yeah, you're good, very good. And some people might envy you, wow, she's so good. Some people might be jealous of you. That's good. In a way, it's good. You're inspiring certain people. But most people, they move on their own lives and they forget you. So being forgotten while you're alive, it's a big curse. Don't do that. That affects your mental health. There we come to the next point, which is our mental health. So as you realize, you cannot keep on flying forever and visiting new places and traveling forever, enjoying good food, just sitting at home and I'm talking to those celebrities and those actors and actresses who have retired. Unless you do not have work to do, it's not about money anymore, it's about work and being engaged and doing something meaningful for the world, because you're alive, right? So your mental health gets affected, and what happens? You start feeling lonely. Loneliness leads to depression, And depression is a disease that is very difficult to be cured. It cannot be cured, and then you go into medication and you go into therapy and you go into all kinds of things. But the cause of all this is because you stopped working on your own. So even if you don't have a job, you have to keep working at something. It's like an ocean. And life is like an ocean. It finishes when it finishes. You have to keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming, keep doing those strokes, keep doing those strokes. Whether you like it or not, you have to keep swimming. Sometimes you're tired and you just want to rest. You find an island, you rest. Yes, you rest. But keep on, come back. Come back on your own. That is very important, to come back on your own and keep doing whatever you're good at, whatever you want to do. Maybe, after 50, actually, you want to do something which you've not done in your entire life. So you want to say, for example, you want to act. So you have to find out ways how to become an actor. One of my friends, college friends, he became an actor at the age of after 50. Yeah. So you want to become an actor, you have to find ways how to, you have to understand what you want to do for the rest of your life and do it. That is why, which I wrote in my book, WTF, I Found God. I wrote in my book that since human lives are becoming much more, the longevity is becoming higher. Minimum age is now 80. You have to live till 80. So if you retire at 60, you have 20 more years to spend. How are you going to spend 20 years just by enjoying whatever you have? Enjoyment has its own limitations. You cannot keep on enjoying on your own. Okay, you need people, you need substance to enjoy. It's a bad idea to retire at 60. Do not even, at 50. People have been thinking of retiring at 50. Do not think of it. You can leave the job you're doing, the high-strung job you're doing, and go on to something else, like a second job. So find yourself a second job, which you have not been doing all your life, which you wanted to do, that you can go into, and you can start your second job after maybe taking a rest for a period of time and traveling a bit. You can travel in between and you can enjoy your life the way you want in between. But yes, you have to get back to work, and you have to make it so important that it becomes a second source of income. Even if it doesn't become a source of income, it becomes something important for the world. You can do voluntary, you can start your own NGO, you can do whatever, keep contributing to society, because people will forget you. And the last point comes, because of your deterioration in your mental health, your own health will suffer, and you will be strung with multiple diseases. And health is wealth. Only you realize it only when you lose it. You will not realize it now. You will realize it only when you lose your health, that health is wealth. That money in your bank will not do anything for you if you're not healthy. No amount of medicines can cure you if you're mentally not willing to do it, mentally not willing to cure yourself. And if you are mentally strong, then even if you have cancer, you can go about the world, do anything you want to. I have seen people doing it. That should be, if your mental health is strong, you can take any kind of disease that comes to you. But if your mental health is already deteriorated, then your physical health is bound to go. So you can be struck with any kind of disease before 60, before even hitting 60. So if you keep yourself engaged with things, if you keep working and doing things for the people around you, contributing something to the society, you can. And there is no stigma. See, I deviated from being a journalist and author to now being a chef. And when I have to submit my resume somewhere, I don't even know what to call myself, because I'm an author or a writer or a podcaster, or what am I? A chef. I have my own food outlet. What am I? Like a publisher, an editor. I have my own publishing house. What am I? So I don't think myself to be of any category. I am a person. I'm a human being. I have a name. Some people call me Kaberi, some people call me Keri, some people call me Opu, whatever. So I have a name, but I'm a person who've come to this planet, I've been given one big chance, and I need to contribute so much to the society that people, once they watch my videos, they will start thinking, oh my god, this might make sense. This is like actually something new. So what I think I am is news. So I always news is something new. So my professor, I remembered telling me this in my journalism class. The news is something new. So whenever there's something new, that's what I want to convey with my blog, with my book, my WTF, I Found God, that book, my novel, Neil Must Die. It's still relevant to the society, though it is based on the 1990s youth. So if you read it, you'll find it's applicable. It's evergreen novel. That's a tragedy, but you can identify yourself with the novel and the name and the characters. And my book short stories over here, and book of poems, if you read them, you'll be able to associate this. All the links have been given below. So I have been trying to contribute to society and trying to change the society all my life, but unless and until I change myself, I cannot do this for you. So I go through depression myself. I plunge into huge depression myself, and then I am in blues. Like the weather today, it's like coming to eat me, that kind of gray weather in Canada. So we're going to have these grays for months now. So we have to find ways to combat it. You cannot let yourself be depressed. I cannot let myself go down. After 50, I did retire, but not by choice, but because I did not find print media anymore, anywhere. Print media was obsolete. So I had to move to digital media, and I had to upgrade myself, to educate myself. Okay, so that's how I started my own organizations and my own businesses, which is why I am doing what I am. So after 50, post 50, you have to upgrade yourself. You have to do things. Yeah, I am over 50. Some people don't believe that I'm etiquette is a compliment, but yeah, okay. So you have to upgrade yourself, and you have to move on and do things for yourself. Do not plan to retire at 40, please. That's not even a choice. Thank you for watching my channel, and you guys take care and keep writing back to me what you think, what I said, whether it makes any sense or not. And also subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe, please share if you think there's something new in this. Please share it among your young friends, because people need to know. Okay, thank you so much for watching.